bless. Pastor Ken, see as you fresh.
What do we go do now? Now God work.
Now God work. Oh, oh yeah, make we hear
Good
you.
evening. Good evening, Daddy Freeze.
Good evening, brother. How you doing?
All right. I'm good. All right. So this is from a pastor to you guys. No story, no faking. I've seen a lot, and sometimes I want to just put out my story there for, you guys to learn. Number one, I have this case or this brother. I don't like to call him prophet, but he goes by the name Prophet, Then I used to organize this program in Warri, Udu Road, Kolo, so that I don't want to call the church name now, because I was like an associate pastor to my bishop. So I heard of this prophet and I brought him to my church. And I'm like, bros, you are preaching for like 2 days. I gave him 2 days program or something. The guy came, was, literally on fire, shouting, preaching. I'm like, man, I love this guy. This guy is too much. The fire is too much. After then, by the time he finished, that was the first time I knew that, man, is there anything? So this thing still happen. Like, I've never heard of it. I never knew of it. The guy came to me, he said, I saw one girl in this your church. And the girl was an invited guest. When there's program, people bring their friends. So this guy came and he said, that girl. I said, which girl? He said, one talk. So he described the girl and said, the girl has hair on her chest, that hair now they turn his head. So I paused. I'm like, what? He said the hair they turn. I'm like, boy, you are married though. You have like 3 girls, like 3 beautiful daughters. What's up? If you man of God, that's my weakness. I said, no, bless you, you get many weaknesses. Because you love money. Me, I know that he doesn't play with money. He can dupe you. There was a day he was to preach in a program. He sent some people before the day of the program to go and kidnap one small boy of about 10 years old. And they took the boy away. And the parents went to police station everywhere, crying for the boy to return and all that. He did not release the boy until the day he was preaching. While he was preaching, he now announced that there was a boy, like prophecy now, that there was a boy that was kidnapped. And everybody said, yes. So he said before he finished this preaching, that the boy would be found. The church went agog. Like the church was like, no, this is miracle. This will be a miracle. This will be the biggest miracle. Yeah, so he now gave them the address that before he finished preaching, they should go to this place. He now described the place. They went there, they brought the boy while he was still preaching. By the time they brought the boy inside the church, everywhere scattered. That day, the money he got, like the money he raised, because now you will believe that this one is a man of God. What will make you not believe now? Why he was, pressuring me to do that, I said, man of God, I said, this one hard though. Number one, I don't know this girl. Number two, they know me here. Then I was single. Even as a single person, I was not even messing around. So I was not interested in that kind of lifestyle. And the girl was pressuring me. So what I did, I gave his contact to my keyboardist that brought the girl. I said, keyboardist, just a collect recharge card money from. The time I said, the girl said, need recharge card, just a collect. That was after collecting some amount, the guy got fed up and he left. He didn't bother me again. But then I went to his church. He was pastoring one popular church. I don't want to call him before he started his own. While he was pastoring that popular church, I went to see him one day. Then I was riding Mokada. I went to see him. He said, secretary, come. He called one beautiful lady, beautiful, fair lady. He said, come, give Pastor Ken 2,000 for transport. Then from there to my house, it's no more than 200 naira. So I was like, wow, this guy has money. Huh? And I suffered the ride to Okada here. And then he now called me, say, man of God, come. That girl is this one, my babe. I'm like, hey. So the secretary of the church he was pastoring was his girlfriend. Now, this is where the story gets interested. When he will come to my church, he will come with the girl, and then he will come with a singer, a boy. So while the service is going on, I'm giving you guys secret now. While the service is going on, he will say, hold your neighbor, pray. Tell your neighbor your name. Tell your neighbor your address. Tell your neighbor your phone number. Tell your neighbor your problem, and pray for your neighbor. Now, you will do it for 5 people. Those machineries. After the prayer, we start texting problem, name, address, phone number, everything. yeah. We start texting phone number, name, address, everything. And then once we start preaching, forget it. Prophecy don't yakata. Prophecy everywhere. Instantly. You will say you just prayed about this problem now. You say yes. Man of God, you can see. I just said it now. So that thing continued until one day. So what he does that when he go for program, he travels a lot. So when he go for program, he will carry these 2 people. While he's benching the girl, he's just giving the boy normal money. So he was not smart by, taking the girl aside and giving her the kind of money, now double work the girl they do now. So he was not smart to take the girl aside to give her money. He will be giving the girl money in the presence of the boy. And now the girl's money is usually bigger than the boy's money. And the boy is a very good singer. So the boy was like, this is not right. So the boy confronted him. Why are you giving this girl more money than me? I too, I use my ministry to carry the church along and, put fire in the blaze. The guy said, forget that thing. So the boy tried to make him understand that it's not right. The guy did not understand. So one day he went for a program and left the boy. So the boy now took, because what he does in his church, he has a church there. After he left that big church, he went to this church and started his own. When he left for the program, he had about 800. He had about 800 members. Big church. So when he left for this program with the girl, the boy now took the prayer point, because what he does is that he will tell you to write prayer points. Where after writing prayer points, he will tell that boy now to switch the prayer point in the same black nylon bag and burn it. So while they have switched the prayer point, they have saved all your prayer points, they will switch it with another paper and burn it. And you think they have burnt your prayer point. That your prayer point will be the next prophetic goal for the next 6 months before they will write another prayer point. So all your prayer point is what they will use to prophesy for the next 6 months. That is the game. There was a day he was preaching. He arranged with some boys from Saple, and they brought a boy on a stretcher in an ambulance in the church that they heard all the way from Saple that the guy is a miracle worker. Although all of them was arranged. And that if you pray for this, his brother that is already dead in this ambulance, that this brother will get up. So he asked them to bring the dead body inside the church. He just put oil. No, before he put oil, he said that they have killed the boy in the coven, that he needs 200,000 naira to set the boy free. The money came. Immediately the money came, he put oil in the boy's mouth, the boy got up. He settled the guy 30,000, paid the ambulance 20,000, and kept 150K. Good. Done. So that is his lifestyle. So when he went for this program, the boy now took all those prayer points that he asked the boy to keep and went one by one to the members' house and was showing them, is this not your handwriting? This is what our pastor is doing. Oh. He's not a prophet. Oh. He's just calming you guys. Oh. He was going one by one. By the time he finished, he went to meet the pastor's wife, the prophet's wife, and say, this prophet, oh, this is what he's doing. Oh. He's benching this our secretary. Forget it. Oh. That is why they are traveling. As I'm talking to you now, they have traveled. Oh. They are in one hotel now, cooling off. Oh. When they came back, it was on Sunday service that the war started. Do you know Worry Women? She took chair. She finished the chair on the guest's head. She literally scattered the church. The church did not grow. I don't know if you know this guy called. He's dead now. They call him commanding commander. He's one guy in Port Harcourt, one young man. He's also answering prophets. After that incident, he tried to bring all these big prophets to come and help him raise the church. The church did not get up. the church died a natural death. What he did now, he now relocated to Abuja. As I'm talking to you now, he's in Abuja. Each time I come back from Canada and I'm in Abuja, he wants me to preach. Now, dodge. Big dodge. So he has tried many times. He says, like, I'm avoiding it. I say, no, I'm too busy, blah, 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 blah. But as I'm talking to him, the church he has in Abuja, he bought the land about 25 million. He's doing big there because, this thing is what they can replicate anywhere. Nigerians, they don't really check. I don't want to use the word they don't have sense, but they don't really
now.
they don't really check. They believe everything that comes out from the pulpit. No, I didn't know there was anything like fake prophet until I started inviting them. And I understand how they work, how they play, and everything. And as I said before, in one of our previous live videos, those were the things that made me decided to take off. Because evil communication corrupt good manner. Me, I right to carry. By the time I give money, they give me 2,000 for transport. Transport of 200, and you give me 2,000. Me too, I go want to see the main instead of that 2,000. So, but thank God today, I don't even need them. I don't need them. So
thank God.
Understand that.
Awele, thank you so much for your gift. Awele sent me something on YouTube. Awele, you're extremely intelligent and hardworking. Where do you get the strength from? Wow. Awele is from people like you that I know appreciate the work we do. Some appreciate it financially. Some appreciate it by just being awake to watch. So it's people like you that give me the strength. I know there are people out there who want to hear the truth and want to partake in the truth. Also, big shout out to user 734-222-816700 on Twitter for sending me a money gun. On TikTok for sending me a money gun. I'm looking for my number 1 and my number 2 gifter. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 gifter right there. We've got Ma means beauty, if I'm correct. Right?
Daddy, please, good evening. Longest time.
Longest time, my beautiful sister. Go ahead.
Longest time of your life.
I know, we've missed you.
So, I think I have a story, like while I was growing up, and also why now I'm now old. Yeah, I can remember then while growing up, I was born into a Catholic church. So we used to do all these go for all these Sunday program in preparation for Holy Communion, confirmation. So those periods when we try to when we want to go for such things, my dad used to be very apprehensive. So then I didn't understand why, and I was like looking at it that maybe the man doesn't really like church because he's not religious. He goes to church, but he's not spiritual. Okay, put it that way. But I now understood better when he had to tell me, because I had to ask him why. He told me about that. Not everybody, not because you see at his church, you think everybody there is pure. Most times people use religion to shield their bad behavior. So the story continued. I now went for catechism. Yeah, there was this brother that was teaching us catechism, and I noticed then that there was a particular girl in that our catechism. Then she was she looked like more mature than us. She had everything that was really attractive. That guy was always pinpointing on the girl. Sometimes he would try to scold the girl, even without her doing anything much. And maybe to us, we'll feel like maybe there's something. Maybe he doesn't really like that girl. But we didn't know that later after the classes, he will finally take this girl and they will now go out. But me as a child then, I didn't have that in mind that maybe they are doing anything. So, but I now had to like understand later as I was now growing up, and I now understood my father, what he was trying to fight against, because you can imagine when those kind of people get their prey, and once they started, the lady herself might not even won't be able to speak up, and it will be a continuous thing, and before you know it, it turns out to be an abuse. Yes. So now when I was in the university, I was dating I had a boyfriend, and I was trying to like really understand, maybe follow him to his church. Went to one church. Those people said laying hands. People were falling. The pastor laid hands on me. I did not fall. The man tried to push me. I stood. After I was like, because me, I was like, okay. And you know, what happened? People that started speaking in tongues, according to them. But I didn't understand. I was like, these people are trying to push me. And I tapped on my boyfriend. I was like, imagine. And I shifted. So after that day, I told him that this church, that I'm not going to go with him to this kind of church. You can imagine that. But yeah, I know definitely they will have like strong men of God. Maybe there might be few, but because we Nigerians, we're kind of gullible, we like to see where there is miracles and American wonder. We end up falling victims, especially women. Even in any type of religion, women like God. They want to attend such programs.
It's not like, let me correct that. Nigerian women don't like God. They are superstitious. So it is very easy to use God to rob them. Now the problem with them is that nobody say they like God. They don't like God. If you truly like God, you will not want to spread, you will not want to be part of rumor mongering and all what the church has become. In all honesty, I think you're wrong. You understand? I honestly may be wrong, but that is my take on this matter.
On this matter. So finally, there was one day in church. That was a House on the Rock and Enugu. There was this pastor that came to preach. He's a guest pastor. And see me, I'm married, I have kids. Maybe that day because I wore I wore boo-boo, but it was this silk boo-boo. So when we kind of the church was almost over, he now pointed at me and said, "This lady, I can see you have something in you that is preventing you from getting married." And so I laughed for my mind. I say, and he's like, "See me after church." I said, "This will don't come again." You see, and me, I was like, see, all these people, not all of them are really genuine, though. Not all of them are really genuine. And it's like, because maybe those that are like vulnerable, once you're vulnerable, you want to do anything at all to get things done, or anything to like to see God or see miracle. Well, but really, I was really surprised this morning when I read about that news. You see, well, it's good sometimes that such things come up, so that we don't think that everybody that's wearing white or everybody that stands on a pulpit, it's really is pure. You can imagine what will happen now. And you know, I finally found out that they said the man left that hotel. Oh. He abandoned that woman there and left. You understand? The whole man of God. Enter with yourself, you don't know. Don't be the two of them follow God there. If for save them now, give them CPR or allow them to carry and go hospital.
Hey.
Really sad though. Really sad.
Okay, Daddy, please, can I give you one? Can I give you one more shot?
Please give us give us
So there is this one. This guy is a pastor. I respect him so much. He was my bishop associate before he left, and somehow I grew, and then I began to assist my bishop. He was the one that baptized me. So this one is no cap at all. So The wife, he married the wife as a virgin. Okay? Fair, beautiful lady. And then the wife brought the sister from the village, 12 years old. No, can I say the word Bobby or something?
No,
That
we
one
don't
is
get
good.
us. Not the fruit now.
No, Bobby, nothing, nothing to touch. As if you see as if she never bath. That is just the simple definition. As a young man then, I don't even think such girl will even pass me. 12 years, what would Canada is jail straight? It's jail. So the guy began to bench this 12 years. This virgin, the 12 years, was anytime the woman travels for bush market because she was selling gari and all that, that is the next option. But whenever the woman is around, the guy will be acting like, will be yelling at the girl, come on, do this. So the girl felt like she should be respected. She didn't have sense that the guy is trying to cover the whole thing.
Yeah.
So she was thinking like, why are you yelling at me when you are supposed to be worshiping me? Because I'm the one carrying out the duty when my sister is not around. So at a point, the girl got fed up. And one day that the guy was trying to do the normal. The girl started yelling and communicate. The guy passed window, discharged. He was suspended. He served the suspension. After that, he left the church and started his own church in that
Can you imagine?
In that same area. For him, I would say that if you say weakness, that is his weakness. Let me leave that one. But it's not those fake prophet thing. No, it doesn't. It's just normal pastor preaching, Holy Ghost. But weakness, that one join. That one, it's like David. You cannot use virgin to tempt David. He will fall. So,
wow.
When he started his church, because of that scandal, his church did not grow as it was supposed to be. That is why we should be careful in life, because everything counts. That is just the truth. Even Jesus was asking, say, what do men say I am? Because those things count. You might feel like nothing. They count. I was still trying to, reach out to him, help him one or two sometimes, because I'm not God. It's God that will judge him. It's not me. Maybe God has forgiven him, and me, I'm still carrying grudge. That's my headache. But just last year, the guy passed on. He died, and he died of liver problem or something. Wow. And I learned that after he died, I learned that he didn't stop after then. He was just doing it with other ladies. I know sometimes you would feel like you're a Marco man. You start taking those things to keep you strong in bed when you are doing this thing with these ladies, so that they will feel like you are a strong man. Those things come to your liver to settle. You don't know. So I believe strongly that was what killed him, But they did not tell us on time until, he was already ready to die. That was when we knew it. So that is the same story. We are saying that pastor is benching mom and benching sister or something
this
like
one
that.
Is benching two sisters.
This one is benching two sisters. Married to one and using the other one as a backup in case NEPA take light. Now the freeze, I beg to leave. I beg. My battery is in there.
Pastor Ken, God bless you. Thank you so much. That was really nice. That was really nice. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Big shout out to my number one gifter, Shake 7. That's my number one gifter. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. I've heard so many stories. I can see people who are inside this comment section who have actually, I can see like 4 people have shared their pastor stories with me.
Yeah.
Inside
this
comment section. Yeah?
Sorry, I'm reading the comment section and some people are saying,
any question so that I will answer if I leave. Sorry.
Some people are saying, thank God I'm from the Catholic. Thank God I grew up in Catholic. If
He's a
you start
liar.
calling out,
He's a liar.
calm down. Let me finish.
I get story for that Catholic. No be that
Wait now, sister, calm down.
Eden man.
Just chill. Yes, I have an uncle that is a priest. I live with him. Eh? If I open this my mouth and talk within my eyes, see. Una they want me. Not be outside now. I know they talk outside. They talk about my direct
The
uncle.
one that you know,
My
evidence, so you see evidence. Yeah.
I know they say now, person where they tell me, say them, tell me. I say my own uncle. He's a priest. They knock themselves with the
Reverend
sisters.
Father, Abi.
Reverend Father. I know they cap all those sides. I know they cap go that side. I this is the one that happened in my village. That the priest impregnated somebody in their church. He don't do
now.
If you do, you go carry and go somewhere, come out. You don't come out. So say you can't they hold the man where they come out the thing. Now so the story take cast though, they can't transfer the priest. No, I know they cap all these things. It's just that most Nigerians, we are too gullible to all these things. So you guys should stop. Stop it. Miracle. Pray for yourself. Read your spiritual book. Leave all these things. See, those people are human beings. I'm not judging them. We all have our own flaws, yes. But don't be gullible. Don't let your fellow human being deceive you. Come on. Holy.
Holy.
Vidoma, you are right. My battery is remaining 3%. Let me shoot this one again.
Hey.
In Canada, here, there's this pastor. The pastor won a church. The name starts with Arrow. Let me leave it there. The guy has those are the priest's worst enemy. So I don't want to mention it.
Are you serious?
So the guy has a wife and kids and was benching two Oyibo sisters.
Excuse me, let me ask a question. That thing, no be taboo, be that thing.
Now, demon. So the thing is this, okay? If
even you the Bible forbids it.
If you can't deal with it,
mother and daughter,
this is how it works. If you can't deal with it while you are single, you are in trouble. If you can't deal with it while you are a single man, you are in big problem. Marriage does not stop fornication or adultery. It can only limit it, but it must continue. So fight it while you are still not married. If not, it will come to hurt you. And there are people who succeeded in fighting it while they are single, and then because of their clique, when they got married, they now start doing these things. So, but if you are a real child of God and you are able to deal with it while you are still single, it will help a long way when you get married. Don't think that you will continue. Don't worry. When I get married, I will stop. It will not work. I beg to leave you guys. Have a good day, guys, everybody.
Thank you, Pastor, for sharing.
Thank you very much. I think Uma wanted to say something. We're about to close anyway. It's getting late. Uma.
I'm asking a question there. What do you think? Isn't that a taboo? At least traditionally, for somebody to be sleeping with two siblings, man, that's...
It's the Bible forbids it. The Bible does. Only in the case of Jacob was it allowed. After that, the law came to Moses and it was clear you cannot sleep with two sisters. You cannot sleep with mother and daughter. The Bible describes it as wickedness. No. But you see, we are used to all this high level. Nah. Okay, say you think pastors know what taboo is. They have no, how do I put it? They have no scruples, many of them. So on a final note as we are leaving, Vidoma and Ma, what's your final take?
Okay, I'll final take. Okay, what I will say is that I think Well, people that are really custodians to both religion and also culture should lead by example. I know that the world now is kind of changing, becoming worse. People do certain things that wasn't really done in the past, and because we feel that God is merciful, you do and you get scot free. I'm sure if it's like in the traditional setting, like all those people that are like all those Amadioha people, where the Amadioha strikes immediately, I'm sure everybody will now take dressing fast. So I just want to say here that